but as far as he's a heavy puncher whenever he sits down on his punches, but the majority of the punches that come that are fast and combinations are more like amateur style, fluttering punches to set up a power shot. Okay. So it's not like he's loaded in both hands and every punch is hard type thing. But man, whenever he sits down, yeah, he's 224 pounds and he's an athletic guy, and he can punch. Any heavyweight can punch, even if they're tied up.
Sure. And yeah, you came out the aggressor on the front foot, but you really came out aggressively in that fifth round. Like you came right to him and you were throwing haymakers. What in that fifth round did your coach say to you in the corner that kind of changed your demeanor and your mindset? Because you could just see something shifted where you were even more aggressive than you were in the first few rounds. You just went after it.
I just kind of caught a second wind, and he kind of calmed down and stopped screaming at me. He was kind of just he works with me every day. We're together every day of this training camp and going on and going on and going on. And he knows what I'm capable of, and I do this stuff in the gym, and I do this stuff in sparring, and then I get in a fight like that, and I do the complete opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing. So he was frustrated, along with me being frustrated, and me trying to calm down and adapt to things. But he slowed down, and he started talking to me, and it's just like, man, if you're going to throw these punches, you need to pick them better. You need to pick them better. And sure. I was like, okay. So, I caught a second wind, and he calmed down. I calmed down, and we went out there, and I started placing my shots a little better instead of just swinging. I got lucky, and I caught him.
I like it. That's a humble answer. I personally disagree. I don't think it was luck.
Well, I mean, I was aiming there, but I just got lucky and caught him.
Yeah. Fair enough. But one other thing is I disagree with the commentators once again when they said it was an early stoppage. And the reason why is because I think that's when boxers really get hurt. Is you get a tough guy. Rockman's a tough guy. He'll keep on fighting even if it's not for his own good. And one of the announcers literally said, "Oh, he's not okay. One more punch is going to finish him." You start laying it on him.
That was Roy Jones.
Okay, that was Roy Jones. Yeah, he said, "Oh, he's not okay. He's not okay. One punch is going to take care of him." And you start unloading on him. You get him with a few shots. The ref gets in between before you put his lights out. I don't think it was a early stoppage. Do you think it was an early stoppage?
I think that as it was going, and he was still hurt. He was trying to fight back, and he was kind of trying to straighten his eyeballs up. Yeah. And then I was feeling stronger at the time and feeling better. So I think eventually, the outcome would have been the same. I just don't know how much longer it would have took. Because he was obviously trying to recover, and I still had a lot of time in that round.
Oh yeah.
So I think that I would eventually caught him in that round because just how it was going, and how hurt he actually was.
Yeah. So next, and it was also cool seeing you use your left hand. Your left hook is what stunned him, and then you hit him with another shot. I think this was before the ref stopped, and when you knocked him down, you hit him with the left hook, and then you hit him with another shot, and then when he's on his way down, you hit him with that left. That was pretty cool seeing just kind of like the old man with the legendary left hook. But you're your own fighter. What do you think your best punch is?
Man, I lean heavy on the left hook too.
Okay.
It's kind of. I mean, I'm not gonna say like critics are gonna say that, and I don't have some standout left hook, but as far as I'm concerned, that's the one that I have a hard time controlling. Like it just comes off whenever it comes off. With the right hand, I really have to focus on throwing a hard, snappy, straight right hand. The left hook's just always been kind of effortless, and it's odd because I'm, I write and eat and shoot pool left-handed, but I do everything else right-handed. And so I don't know if it has anything to do with maybe being somewhat, ambidextrous or what really makes it that way. But that's just the one I like. That's the one that feels good.
Sure. No, you can kind of see that. That makes sense. So you can kind of see. It's weird, but I feel like I can kind of see a little bit of that left-handed nature in you when you were punching. Like you didn't look like when you were kind of unloading. It didn't look like a typical orthodox fighter. Does that make sense or no?
It makes sense because I'm like I kind of lean on it. It's always kind of loaded. a little bit, which is why it